don't know if you call it a hangover from this conference play, or what do you kind of attribute to right now?
Yeah, I mean, I just talked to the team about, great teams, great players. They find a way to, they never get fed, right? I mean, when you're fed, then there's no need to come out hungry. And you look, and, I talked to them after the game about that on Sunday. I felt, a little bit Sunday after we got 2 big wins, and I get it. It's a lot of emotion, and I understand, and, obviously, but the good teams stay hungry. And I feel like, we feel like we got fed on, the first 2 days there in College Station, and then we carried it over. And, good Lord, the first 6 innings offensively, I don't know if I've ever been a part of that since I've been here. We've got to be better, and we got to be hungry when we come to the plate, and we got to be ready to attack. And it does, because it doesn't matter who you play midweek or on the weekends. That's how you lose, is when you come out and you feel like you're fed and fly.
These midweek games, teams like this, a win over Georgia is a big deal to them, so y'all need to be ready for that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
100%. That was the message. And, we kept trying to pull them together and get them going, and, obviously made a line change there, and, put a little fight together there towards the end. But, yeah, to your point, it's got to be from the jump, so to speak. To use the basketball term, from the jump, we got to be ready to go.
Is this something some of your seniors, I've got a lot of seniors on this team, obviously, but where your older guys need to maybe take more charge or something like that?
Yeah, we just got to come out and play better.
Kenny was just talking about the focus. How do they build that focus moving forward?
Yeah, it's just you got to do hard things every day. We live in a society now where it's real easy to be distracted.
As far as Trey goes, obviously, I'm surprised he didn't play that kind of. Where's he at right now?
Oh, no, he'll be in there Friday, I guess. He'll be in there Friday.
You mentioned the first 6 innings. What did you see in terms of the approach?
Yeah, I don't know that there was one. Yeah, they started the sinker baller there in the first 2 innings. It's like, well, we know what he's doing, and our approach has got to be to lift and elevate the baseball, and instead we didn't do that. We hit into some double play, and positive counts, and we just can't do those things.
I know a lot of times in these midweek games, some other pitchers get an opportunity to maybe prove to you kind of what they can maybe become a bigger part of that weekend deal. Are you seeing anything from any of these guys who we're seeing in the midweek that comes?
Yeah, and just the opposite, right? They're going the wrong direction, a couple of them, and that's the other challenge that you have in the midweek. You should try to give some guys some opportunities. Had some good bullpen work, and they, and you feel like, okay, this guy's been throwing strikes, and then they get out here and they get a little nervous or whatever, and they can't find the zone, and you got to make a change quick. I thought, Edwards threw the ball fine. Paul Farley's obviously. Tommy threw the ball fine. Just got to clean up a couple things, but yeah. So
thank you.